Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid, just going to dive into Vet. I hope you had a really good weekend. I hope you have a really good week moving forward as well, okay? And for those of you that have been around for a long time now, I really want to say thank you for your continued support. The comments we receive on these videos, not just the Vet videos, you know, the Vechain videos, they're fantastic. And I just want to say thank you personally for those comments, and sharing is caring, and everything you do to contribute towards the growth of CoinsKid here. So with the Patreon section then that we've got going on, obviously the links are on CoinsKid.com, and also in each video description here there's content going in there now for the Patreons that have signed up. So I do apologise about the lack of content in there, and obviously there's more content going in there as well. We've got a team that handling it, because there is a team here at CoinsKid, so there is a team that handling a lot of that content as well as myself, so it's all good, it's great, it's golden for continuation. So all good everybody. Hope you have a really good week moving forward. So right now I've not got a crystal ball, I can't see into the future, I'm not some kind of futurist or anything like that, but you know, you only have to look at what's in front of you sometimes, and hopefully, you know, I know we're having a small mild correction right now, and it may come down a little bit further, but if it does, then look at the pattern that you're creating the ball pennant on the weekly time frame here, and just like as anticipated, when I think last week Vechain was looking to break out of this particular ball pennant, I says if it does get rejected, rest assured that if you do start to come back down and you start to conform to a level of support and continue to hit a level of resistance, you're painting a beautiful pattern for continuation. And this is consolidation right here, okay? So consolidation 101. But yeah, if it does correct anymore, just as long as we adhere to a key level of support, then it's all golden, okay, for continuation. And we are in a bull market effectively. You know, I already told you outline yesterday that if we can get the wave 3 on the wave 5, we're looking at overextension and a fantastic end and finale to this bull run that we do find ourselves in. So again, just to stipulate, look at the RSI, still slightly above the purple box in the overbought trajectory, and you know, if you do start to roll and start to come down and consolidate a little bit more, wait for the EMAs to creep back up and retest and get support, beautiful tick confirmation of a continuation, and get this particular yellow line, which is the RSI, okay, the line on the RSI. Imagine getting it down to that particular level there, because you could absolutely take off again. You know, you could take off like that in that wave 5, the same as wave 3. Look at the appreciation you could actually get taking to that $4. So it's all good, and these back tests of support is part and parcel of the process, so to speak. So I'm just going to dive into the 4-hourly time frame right now for Vechain. So you can see there is a particular pattern that I'm going to bring your attention to right here. If Vechain does lose this particular level of support, you will see a larger correction for Vechain. I'll always be transparent with you. You know, from a day dot, we've said that when Vechain went up there, got a little bit overextended, start to roll back. And if you did go for this sort of ABC correction, you've got that possible C wave pullback scenario down there. Okay, if it was to happen, Vechain's acting very similar to XRP, where it formed a double bottom. It looks great, double bottom, you know, and continuation. But as it starts to go up, you can see it sort of ran out of steam. It's just there, it's making the lower high. So effectively it's a big tick that is reversing. Unless it can find some level of support right now and get a bounce and find a level of support and start to march onwards and upwards, you could potentially see a bit of a corrective wave right here, because this is what it is. When it goes an impulsive wave, corrective wave, impulsive wave, corrective wave, you can see that this particular impulsive wave here has already lost, basically almost lost the golden ratio. I don't even need to put the fibs on it. You can see that it's corrected more than the actual impulsion, because I'll drop the fibs on so you can see exactly what I'm saying right now, because this is what you do. It's this confluence of the facts. So from the top there to the bottom of that impulsive corrective wave, you can see that it's effectively already lost a fib right there. Do you see that? So yeah, you've lost it effectively from that impulsive wave. Do you see that? So it's beginning to start to look more like a reversal wave back down to where you come from. Do you see this? So with this particular impulsive wave up, because this is an impulsive wave, corrective wave, but then also you're forming a new impulsive wave up, and as you come up, you've made the top and you started to retrace basically, and as you're retracing, you're currently losing the golden ratio. Now when you lose a golden ratio, you tend to create a reversal wave just like this. You've gone up, you start to roll over, you basically come back to where you come from to start again. Do you see that? So if you do start to see Vechain now lose this 0.618 and close below it on the 4-hourly time frame and lose the 55, you will be looking at a further downside to Vechain to at least this level, to the reversal of this. So right there, from there down to that particular level is an extra 4% correction for Vechain. So what you need to happen right here, because there's also another level which I'm going to show you right here for Vechain, that if it loses it, it could get it a little bit more dire for Vechain, and I will show you this. So effectively you've got a support line in the middle here, and you can draw these on your own charts. Okay, what you've done, you've come up and you've made a top, and you've come back down, you found a level of support. Then you've gone up and made another top, but it's lower than that. So it's basically, it's called a double top, a reversal pattern, a double M top pattern. Do you see this? You've got the support line in the middle, just like that. If you lose that support, you've got a breakdown target, because effectively as well, it is also a descending triangle. Do you see this? So you trade in and you're getting choppy within a range, so to speak, like this. So you're doing this sort of thing, where you're hitting resistance, falling on support. Once you lose the support, you have a breakdown target. These can break up as well. It's not always confidence to the fact that you're going to go down. If you do find another level of support right now, you effectively break out and come back to where you formed it. Do you see that? Yeah, so you effectively can come back up to where you come from. So it's not always biased to the fact that you're going to carry out that correction as well, because you can find a level of support, and this is your support, this particular level right there. If you do start to see Vechain close below that, you've got a bit of a correction right here on the cards for Vechain. I'll show you exactly where the target is, okay? And this is where you could actually put a little short in and, you know, just seize these opportunities. So right here from that candle there to the bottom where you found the support of this rollover pattern that you've got going on, if you do start to see Vechain lose that particular level of support right there and close below it, you could be looking at a further correction for Vechain. So if you do start to see Vechain close below 02172 on the 4 hourly time frame, then start to come back up in its head, you can see you'd be losing the 55 as well, so it's relatively negative. Okay, you could see a further correction down there towards that 18 cent mark for Vechain. So I'll drop that in for you right now so you can see. So yeah, if Vechain was to lose that level of support, because it's a reversal pattern, okay, you run out of steam. Basically, you've made a high, you come back down, you found a level of support, then you've come back up and tried to make the high, and what you've done, you've invalidated it, and you're basically rolling over. Now if you lose a key level of support, you've got a breakdown target, and that's the breakdown target. So from there, at the moment, if it was to start losing this, and again, only trade on confirmation, because you break out of it, okay, and you start hitting your head and you can't get back above it, you're going to go down, and effectively you've got a little short opportunity from that point there of around 12% for Vechain down to this previous low here. Do you see that? And effectively that creates that big large reversal wave. So that's basically Vechain. Hopefully, you know, you can find a level of support here and bounce off and get back above the EMAs. Like I said to you, it's so important when you're above the EMAs, because when you're above them, you're in an uptrend. When you're between them, you're in a sideways boring consolidation. When you're below them, you're in a downtrend. So do come onto the 4 hourly time frame, okay? Look at the 4 hourly, put your 55 in. If you start to see yourself close below that, then you're potentially looking at that bit of a correction down there to sort of 0.18830.036. And with that, look how far you're away from that multi-week. Is it a week now? How many weeks have been in this consolidation? 6, yeah. So over... let's measure this consolidation event right here. So from the top here to this particular point now, we've been in there for 23 days. So yeah, 3 weeks basically. So we've been in this consolidation range for 3 weeks right now, which is quite frustrating, obviously, for anyone that's involved in Vechain. But yeah, I've given you levels of support right now that you can't afford to lose. Start to see Vechain close below 02172. You could see a further dump down towards this support level down there, where if it does start to lose that, then I would anticipate you're going to start to come down there. And like I said to you, you know, this is a really key level of support. If you do start to see that level of support lost, then you're looking at a potential bigger dump for Vechain right there. But hopefully that doesn't come. We get a pick up here and we start to march onwards and upwards. We'll find a level of support, because the RSI as well, the RSI is always an indicator of reversal. Okay, look where the RSI is. When it can come down a little bit more before it finds a pickup. So effectively, put some cheeky bids in there for the bounce. If it does start to lose it, that's what I'm saying. If it does start to lose this level now and carries out this correction, put some cheeky bids in, because I would anticipate that bounce there, because look where the RSI would go. It'd go down there it was before, and it's literally where that bottom was as well. So like I said to you, you've got this sort of double bottom on the go as well. So you come up like that, and then you may start to see the reversal onwards and upwards there for Vechain, because it's what I said to you. You've got to seize the opportunities in this sideways chop, because it's exactly what it is. It's sideways chop for Vechain. It's consolidating. It doesn't know it's ass from its head, basically. It doesn't know what it wants to do. So in all that, it's doing this until it sorts itself out and gets some of them levels we set, like I've spoken to you about the RSI and the weekly, the overextension of the weekly EMAs as well, potentially forming that sort of bull pennant on the weekly as well. So it's basically a patience game. All right, so once again, if you do start to see the break above this now, above this EMA, do anticipate that you could put a little long up to come back up to that level there and retest that. So if you do start to see Vechain get back above the EMA and there's a bit of level of support, do anticipate that you could actually put a little long in there to retest that high there around about 10%. So yeah, there are your support levels and resistance levels on Vechain moving forward. Take care, everybody. Have a really good day, and hopefully Vechain can pick up, but if not, obviously you got your breakdown targets. Back tomorrow with another update on Vechain. Bye bye.